Hey guys, a mate of mine just sent me a photo of his collates mating and it made me jealous. So I've grabbed my good looking, not the biggest of males, but he's good, better looking, and my very boring looking female, Colette's black snake, and that's her there. The reason why I say boring is because her colours are all washed out into one blobby yucky colour rather than a little bit defined like the male here. I've had her for many years, and in all the years she's had one egg for me with him, and that was about 6 years ago. Now a lot of people ask me, oh, how do you go breeding your elapids, Tony? To be honest with you, in all the years of breeding snakes, I had one red belly black that bred every year in a row for 11 years, and she was a freak. Don't know why, she bred all the time. I've probably bred death adders, I think 4 or 5 times because they're very easy to breed. I've tried and tried and tried, because I like the black snakes, to breed these collates and my spotted blacks and my king browns. Like, there's my big boy king brown. And I've got 7 of these, and I try so hard, but it doesn't work. And the reasons being, where this guy comes from, it's in George Basin, at this time of the year, it's 0 and below 0. Right now, with that light there, obviously it doesn't emit a lot of heat, but this enclosure here has a fluoro, and believe it or not, that gives off a fair bit of heat, and it's like a heat pad there on the floor. So realistically, he doesn't get below 10 degrees. And obviously this time of the year he'll want to mate, but the males don't produce sperm. So that is my theory as to why I don't breed a lot of elapids. Also, I've spoken to other people that have a lot more success with breeding elapids, and they all say there must be a second male involved. But with the black snake family, they're all very cannibalistic, and just about every time I put a female in with him, he'll sit there and mate with her and do everything great, but as soon as I touch the enclosure, go to open the door, they go into food mode, and then he turns around and he's a lot bigger than the females, and they try and eat each other. And that's why today, I see, frighten him, today I'm cleaning my enclosures, and I've got to keep a very close eye on this guy here, that he doesn't get in the mood for food rather than something else. And because her being half the size of him, he could easily eat her, and you know, it's all over. And as a matter of fact, it's happened with me with death adders quite a lot, that they've eaten each other. Now the coastal taipans, I have a theory that because they're a northern snake, northern Australia, where it's a lot more tropical rather than temperate, I believe I will have no dramas in the world breeding them. But silly me, I got it wrong with a male and female. It turns out I thought that was a female, but it's a male, and my female's much smaller. This year, after I do the expo, maybe she'll be big enough to breed, but I'm sceptical. So that would be the reasons why I don't breed so many elapids. Like, there's one of my king browns, and there's another one of the king browns, and that's one of the females I usually throw in with him, and they'll mate, but nothing happens. And it's purely because the male doesn't get cold enough to produce sperm. No more, no less. This particular male Colette, which is the 4 kilo job, the massive boy, the guy who used to own him kept 7 of them, or 6 of them I think, in a massive pit outside, and they would breed every single year without fail, and he'd laugh at me. And the reason why is they're kept outside, and they actually get fairly chilly. Anyway.